Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first news on 30th April newspaper front 30th March newspaper front page dawn. Prime Minister shows Hafiz the door, elevates Azhar. Major changes expected in federal cabinet before April 1. Appointment of a new chairman of PIA board on agenda of next cabinet meeting by Syed Irfan Taza. Islamabad. In a major reshuffle in the federal cabinet, Prime Minister Imran Khan on Monday removed Finance Minister Dr. Abdul Hafiz Sheikh and gave the portfolio to Minister for Industries Hamad Azhar as an additional charge. It is expected that several unelected members of the federal cabinet may be replaced by some elected members of the ruling Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI, and the shake-up in the cabinet will take place before coming Thursday. Currently, the Prime Minister has 15 special assistants and 5 advisors. Yes, Mr. Hafiz Sheikh has been removed and Ahmad Azhar has been given additional charge of Finance Minister, said Senator Shibli Faraz. He hinted that the Prime Minister removed Mr. Sheikh from the office of Finance Minister as the former was not satisfied with the increasing inflation in the country. However, in a late night tweet, the senator took a U turn and lauded the services of Mr. Sheikh. Hafiz Sheikh is a gentle and hardworking man. He served as advisor to the Prime Minister with commitment and nomination and nationalism. Despite difficulties, he contributed towards and played his role in important in improvement of the economy. We commend his efforts, he tweeted. The Prime Minister had also lauded Mr. Sheikh-led economic team multiple times in recent past. Mr. Sheikh is the second finance minister who has been replaced by the Prime Minister after Asad Umar. Mr. Farage said though Hamad Azhar was given an additional charge of finance minister, he, Hamad, would continue to serve as finance minister on a long-term basis as the prime minister was quite satisfied and happy with Mr. Azhar's performance. In fact, the prime minister wants a young and fresh team to run the economic affairs of the country according to the ground realities, explained Senator Faraz. He added that the Prime Minister was quite concerned about unprecedented price hike in the country. Mr. Sheikh preferred to stay silent on the development despite Senator Fraz's statement citing inflation as reason for the removal. Don also attempted to contact him for comments but in vain. Senator Frost also confirmed that some changes were expected in the federal cabinet before coming Thursday, when Prime Minister Khan would chair the federal cabinet meeting. The cabinet will see shake-up before coming Thursday, he added. Whatever decisions are being taken, these are solely coming from the Prime Minister, and nobody actually knows about them, said a senior PTI leader while talking to Dawn. The sources said changes were expected in the ministries of Kashmir Affairs, Information, Petroleum, Energy, Aviation, Communication, and Maritime Affairs. According to the sources, Senator Faraz is likely to get the Ministry of Aviation or Petroleum. I am part of Imran Khan's team and ready to take responsibility, whatever he will give me. Mr. Faraz said, adding that information was one of the toughest ministries and no one should serve information minister more than a year. It is expected that young leader Farooq Habib, who was quite active and vocal to defend the PTI in its foreign funding case, may have a slot of state minister for information. The Ministry of Information could also be split into two parts, information and broadcast, and in that case, the Ministry for Broadcast may be given to Fawad Chaudhry or Senator Faisal Javed, who has worked with the advertisement agency before coming into power. Shahryar Afridi may also be removed from the position of the chairman of Kashmir Affairs Committee, and incumbent Minister for Food Security Syed Fakhr Imam is likely to replace him. There are chances of replacement of Minister for Communication Murad Said for not meeting the expected targets of the ministry, and the government minister for energy Omar Ayub Khan too is expected to be replaced. The replacement of Mr. Sheikh is believed to be a ramification of the IMF program. On December 8, 2020, the Islamabad High Court IHC had set aside the notification regarding formation of the Cabinet Committee on Privatization CCOP. The IHC, in its short order on a petition, ruled that unelected advisors and special assistants could not head government's committees, and subsequently set aside the notification of the CCOP headed by advisor to Prime Minister on finance and revenue Abdul Hafiz Sheikh. The petition had challenged the appointment of Mr. Sheikh as chairman and advisor to the Prime Minister on Commerce and Investment Abdul Razak Daud, and advisor to the Prime Minister on institutional reforms and austerity Dr. Ishrat Hussain as members of the CCOP. The petition said, unlike ministers, advisors are not the part of the federal government. They do not take oaths. They are not responsible to Parliament in terms of Article 91, Part 6 of the Constitution. They are not subject to the qualification and disqualification provided under Article 62 and 63 of the Constitution. Before and after their appointment, advisors are not bound to submit their statements of assets and liabilities, and they are not subject to any kind of scrutiny. Appointing an advisor with the status of a minister does not empower him or her to act or function as a minister or to perform functions under the rules of business 1973, declared the court verdict. Under Constitution, Mr. Sheikh, who was in fact an advisor to the Prime Minister, could serve minister only for 6 months till coming June 11. The government made an appointment to get him elected as a senator from Islamabad so that he could continue to serve as minister, but he was defeated by the Pakistan Democratic Movement's PDM's joint candidate, former Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani, expressing gratitude to PM Khan for giving him the additional charge, Mr. Azhar tweeted. I am honored to be entrusted with the additional charge of finance by the Prime Minister, Pakistan's economy has made significant gains towards stabilization since 2018. We shall continue to consolidate these gains and strengthen the growth movement momentum. Meanwhile, the government issued agenda of the federal cabinet's meeting to be chaired by the Prime Minister on Thursday. According to the agenda, the meeting will discuss a proposal regarding introduction of electric voting machines to make the election process fair and transparent. Appointment of new chairman of the Pakistan International Airlines Corporation Limited and heads CEOs on vacant posts in public organizations is also on the top agenda. The maximum retail prices of COVID-19 vaccine and many other drugs will also be tabled in the meeting. A decision will be taken to expand Sehat Sahulat program to all permanent resident families of Islamabad and Gilgit-Baltistan on the basis of NADRA database. Besides, a new subsidy for Pakistan steel mills is also on the agenda of the meeting. The meeting will also discuss utilization of three state buildings in Islamabad, Metropolitan Club at F9 Park, Park China Friendship Center, and Fata House. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.